Are you ready for this red ale, guys? Because I was when I first had it. Let's do this. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, for another Brewski review. And today the beer I have for you guys is by Rickard'S and Molson Coors. This is Rickard'S Red. Boom. Irish red ale coming in at 5.2% alcohol by volume, no listed IBUs. Here on the redesigned can. Looks like Molson Coors has redesigned their cans for, I guess, the Molson side of things yet again. This is a lot more simplistic, not as old-timey like the previous cans were. But one thing to note is that I see a lot of Molson products being redesigned, but I don't think I've seen Coors Light go through a redesign, or Coors Banquet go through like a major redesign in ever, which is interesting. Canadian bias, I may say, but hey, that's just what I've observed. But we're not focusing on that. We're focusing on the beer today, and like I said, Rickard'S Red, which is a red ale, the first red ale style that I've ever had, and I kind of was just drawn to red ales because of the word red and because I like the color red. So I thought red and beer, why not? So let's see what we got. 5.2% ABV and nothing listed for IBUs on the can or the website, but Untapped coming in at 16 IBUs, so not too bitter at all. Let's crack this bad boy open. Let's pour it up into my beer 101 pint glass and let's see what we got. Oh my god, so many fingerprints on the glass. Don't kill us. There we go, that's a nice little pour. Looking at the beer, nice ruby color indeed, especially coming off the lid. Almost like a deep amber per se, but definitely some ruby hints. A little bit of a tan head on top as well. Nice big bubbles as well. Some smell. Caramel, slight sweet corn, little bready sweet bread. Slight hop aroma. More of like an earthy style hop than say like a tropical or floral. There's a little fruit fly that's flying around and it's kind of pissing me off, but that's fine. Now a little bit more earthy, grassy, grainy notes. Very nice indeed though. Let's have a sip. On the sip, caramel, toffee, almost like a light Werther's Original sort of caramel flavor going on there. Very, very nice indeed. What else? Kind of dies down quickly. Goes into a slight bitter hop flavor. Not pine or grapefruit, but more like a bitter earth finish in my opinion. Quite nice indeed. But with that said, we need to learn a lot more. So cheers everybody, let's keep on drinking. Yeah, caramel, slight toffee, grassy, grainy, moving into that earthy, very, very slight hop flavor, which is actually very, very enjoyable. As far as macro beers go, this definitely has a very diverse range of flavor and aroma, which is really cool. And what I really enjoyed about Rickard'S Red the first time that I had it was that because there was so much more depth of flavor, really a lot more to experience compared to, say, your Canadian, your Bud, your Coors, what have you. Definitely just makes the whole experience a lot more enjoyable. As for mouthfeel, I'd say light to medium, inching a little bit closer to the medium bodied sort of thing. Very good carbonation, but not overwhelming and not palate, I guess, desensitizing, because sometimes, like I said in the past, with carbonation, sometimes it can hide flavors because of the bubbly action your tongue gets. But very, very nice indeed. It goes down easy as pie. Pie would actually probably pair really well with this. Okay, strawberry rhubarb. I don't know why the crust would go boom, and then the strawberry and rhubarb would just top off that little bit of sweetness, and you got red. So what can go wrong, right? Yeah, very enjoyable indeed. Love me a Rickard's Red. Love me a red ale, and this is the beer that made me fall in love with the red ale style. Something that's just, oh, so delicious. Looking on the can, Rickard's Red Ale by Molson Coors, 5.2% ABV. Also, that's one thing that got me too, is 5.2. You know, you feel a little bit more, I'm going to get a little bit more drunk with that extra 2%. Whatever. Extra 0.2%, sorry. Yeah, 5.2% ABV, 16 IBUs according to Untapped. On the back, we do have a small description. Discover a red like no other. A bold red ale brewed with blend of 3 malts and a hint of caramel. Then they have that in French as well. Return for refund, blah 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 blah. Molson Coors Canada, and they have all their places: Chilliwack, Toronto, Montreal, Moncton, St. John's. Union made, blah blah blah, no preservatives, that's cool. Molson Coors 2005, blue, contains barley. Boom, simple, done. On the bottom, for a brewed on or best before date, we have something H219. H is what letter? I don't know. We're gonna find out, but you're not gonna see. August 21st, 2019. Boom. There you go. Easy to read. You know, you just gotta figure out letters to numbers to months and things like that, and then you're fine, which is really cool. But I love that edition. Makes me so happy. You already seen the rant. If you haven't, go check it out. Moving over to the website molsoncoors.com. You have to go to the brand section. You scroll down and you find Rickard's. They just have Rickard's Red, it seems. I know Rickard's used to have a good amount of beer that they had a brown. Rickard's White was one that I just absolutely fell in love with as well. I'm pretty sure they had a regular Rickard's and then Rickard's Red. I haven't seen brown, white, or the other one for a very long time. But on the Molson Coors website for Rickard's, they say they have for a description, in 1984, when North America was drinking lagers, Rickard's Red bucked the trend. Since then, we've stayed true to staying different. Our brewmasters have the freedom to experiment because it's their journey that creates an unforgettable pint of Rickard's. There's also a website link which used to go to a Rickard's website, but now when you go to the Rickard's website, it just shoots you back over to the Molson Coors brand page. So goodbye website, goodbye dedicated website. Sorry to see you go. Other than that, you got links to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the YouTube, all that social media fun goodness, and also they show the old picture of the old style logo, which I do enjoy a lot more than this new minimalistic modern sort of looking thing. It doesn't have the character that I liked when I saw the Rickard's logo years ago. Sometimes revamping something is not always a good thing. But other than that, no other information, no ABV list, no IBUs. I mean, you can see the ABV on the bottle, and if you know the can, you got that. No IBUs, no malt hops or yeast. It's Molson Coors. It's a macro beer company, so you're gonna have quick, short, little website things. Website looks great, but no real diversity, no real oomph of information, which is, I guess, totally fine. If you want to pick up Rickard's Red at your local LCBO, they do come in 6-packs. Also single cans like this one here. This single can, 473 ml tall boy, came in at $2.80. I will list all availabilities for LCBO, beer store, blah blah blah, down in the description box below for you guys to go check out if you're in the Ontario area. If not, your stores and prices and everything like that may vary. But yeah, $2.80, not too bad at all. Finally, moving over to Untapped, Rickard's Red has been given a 3.21 bottle caps out of 5, which is really high compared to all the other macro brews that I've reviewed thus far, which is absolutely awesome. Also, it's out of a whopping just under 34,000 ratings. I'm in this Rickard'S Red. As far as macro beers go, it is absolutely a very diverse beer in terms of flavor profile and aroma and just overall. I love this beer. I will always want to drink this beer. This thing brought me into the red ale style, but I'm getting way too far ahead of myself. I haven't even finished the beer. So with that said, cheers on the final sip. Let's get ready to wrap this thing up. It's crisp, it's smooth, it's diverse in flavor and aroma. It's red, it's beautiful looking, it's Rickard'S. I don't know what else you want me to say about this beer, but oh my god, I absolutely love Rickard'S Red. That's why I gotta give it a solid 10 out of 10. It just means so much to me. It is an amazing beer, especially being a macro beer. It is just leaps and bounds above every other macro beer that I've reviewed thus far, and that's why it deserves a solid 10 out of 10. As for presentation, I hate the look of the new can. It's boring, it's too modern, it's not what Rickard'S is to me. This is not, the look of the can does not define Rickard'S. So that really bums me out. But the information is good, a little bit of a description, love that. Also having a brewed on date, clearly labeled on the bottom, absolutely awesome. Website, Molson, Coors, it looks good. Not a ton of information, but a nice separate description from the can. Overall presentation gets a solid 6.5 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers I want to review in the future, leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Maple, would greatly appreciate it as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Maple. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Let's pour up the rest of the red into the glass, because I got a hockey game to watch and I'm sitting on my ass. That kind of run but didn't go. Oh no, the time is done. Cheers.